practice using our pencils today. So last week we learned about our HB pencil and our 6B pencil. A few of you learned about your 2B and your 4B pencil as well. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and now use our pencils to draw a picture and shade dark areas in our picture and light areas in our picture. Remember, the dark areas in your picture are not facing the sun, right, or your light source. And then the light areas in your picture are facing the sun or your light source. And so in this picture, we have a leaf, right? And we have down here, if you all remember from last year, we have a, what is this called? We have a foreground, right? This is where your object is sitting. This is your foreground. It's like the ground that it's sitting, that your object is sitting on. And then up here we have, you remember what that's called? That's called your background. So up here we used straight lines, and they sort of look like little raindrops. And so let's go ahead and now get started. So I'd like for you to take out your pencils, your light pencil and your dark pencil. And if you did learn about all 4 pencils, then go ahead and take out all 4 pencils. All right. So what I want you to do is start off with creating that line that divides your foreground from your background. And that line, is it a straight line? It's just like a curvy line, right? So we're just going to draw a curvy line straight across here. And you are going to use which pencil? Your light pencil, right? Because all we're doing is we're sketching right now. So we're going to go ahead and sketch a curvy line right here. And after you draw your curvy line, you're going to sketch your leaf. You're going to sketch your main object. So if you notice, we used lots of curvy lines up here to draw your leaf. Okay, and I believe you can totally do this. So what we're going to do is we are going to draw your leaf. All right, so you're going to draw a curvy line right here towards the center, curvy line up, curvy line down, up, curvy line up, another curvy line, and it narrows in here, and another curvy line, and we'll stop there so that you could see we're creating that outline for the leaf, right? After you loop in here, you're going to still use those curvy lines and go up here, curvy line, curvy line, curvy line, up, curvy line up, curvy line, and in. Okay? All right, so now you have your outline of your leaf. If yours looks different than mine, that's totally fine. All we're doing is we're looking at how curvy lines and zigzag lines and straight lines, they're used when we are drawing, right? When we draw pictures. So all we used here, for the most part, is curvy lines. And then why don't we, so we have a clear space here, erase that line in the center. Okay? So now you've got a sketch of your leaf, and then let's go ahead and sketch our stem. All it is it's like a thin rectangle. We're just sketching it. Okay? And then you've got lines here in your leaf, more lines. You've got curvy lines going up here, and up here, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that together. From this little point where the stem starts, you're going to draw a curvy line up. And now you're going to go from that same point and draw another curvy line up. Go from that same point and draw another curvy line going up. Okay? And now we see more curvy lines here. And if you notice, our curvy lines, they sort of look like the letter V, right? So let's go ahead and sketch your curvy lines here. It looks like a V, right? Now you're going to sketch curvy line up, and as we come up here, we're going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, now here, we'll do that again. Go up, curvy lines, curvy lines, curvy lines, curvy lines, curvy lines. A little bit smaller up here. There we go. And then curvy lines down here. Out, 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 and small V. Okay, now we are going to take our darker pencil and we are going to begin to sketch. So if we only sketched, then we wouldn't be able to really see our picture, right? And so that's the cool thing about using your light and your dark pencils. You use them to be able to form and to make your picture come alive. So what you want to do is start to define your leaf up here. I'm just going over those lines. So they're a little bit darker. So you're really able to see them now. Okay. And now when we get to the sketching part, if you notice, we continue to use lines in our shading. And so I'm going to show you what we normally do and what I want you to do. So we have a tendency, all of us, we have a tendency to scribble scrabble, right? What I want you to do is, here's your leaf. Okay, just for example, I want you to continue to use your lines. So if you notice, I'm picking up my pencil when I'm sketching. So instead of doing this, I'm going to pick up my pencil and sketch each line individually. That takes longer, but it's better because you have more control over your pencil. So instead of this, we are going to pick up our pencil. Okay, this is a no, this is a yes. We're going to pick up our pencil the whole time. And then if we want to go darker in some areas, we'll go darker. But we're still picking up our pencil, okay? So we're going to come back here. You're going to pick up your pencil and use lines. Pick up your pencil, pick up your pencil, pick up your pencil. Keep picking it up. Don't scribble scrabble. Pick up your pencil. Up, up. Pick up your pencil. Pick up your pencil, pick up your pencil. So you notice I'm just going on the outside. I'm just sketching right here so that it's a little bit darker. Pick up your pencil, pick up your pencil. Pick up your pencil. Okay, so now you're going to go back. And if you notice, this is all, we made a little bit dark. You're going to now go back again, and you'll go a little bit lighter. And you can go a little bit lighter by sketching very, very lightly. You're putting a little bit of pressure on your pencil, okay, to make it lighter. Light, 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 light. Pick up your pencil, pick up your pencil. Even though it looks like I'm just going like this, I'm not. I'm going, picking it up, and picking it up the whole time, picking up your pencil. So continue to pick up your pencil, pick up your pencil, and my lines still look like they're going in the direction that the leaf is designed. So these are like diagonal lines. Still going light. And now we'll go light on this side. You're putting a little bit of pressure on your pencil, tiny bit. Still light, still light. And then we want to go over these lines so we're able to see them a little bit better. Okay, and then the same thing we did over here, we want to do over here. So you're going to sketch, sketch, sketch. These lines will be a little bit darker. Go around. I'm picking up my pencil. Even though I'm tempted to scribble, don't scribble. Pick up your pencil. Pick up your pencil. Pick up your pencil. Okay, now we're going to go light here. You're going to pick up your pencil and we're going to sketch diagonal lines. And then diagonal this way. Diagonal. Diagonal. Diagonal, okay. And then we're going to go over those lines here. Here. Here, here, and there. Okay. Up. We'll go ahead and do this one too. Okay. And then we're going to go around here. This one will stay, it's a little bit lighter. This one will be a little bit lighter. And when you get over here, it'll get a little bit darker. So we're still sketching lines. Pick up your pencil. And then add some lines here. Okay. And then we'll add some lines here. This is really light here. And then really light here. Okay, and then we're going to make this stem a little bit darker. We'll go up, lines up. Okay, and then here we're going to go a little bit darker here. So now you can start looking at your leaf and sort of just shade in the areas where you know it'll be dark. So right here at the bottom, we know it's dark, right? So you'll go back and you'll make it a little bit darker. A little bit darker. You'll go ahead and go over those. Go over those. I'm still picking up my pencil. We're going to leave the center of that leaf light. Go over those. So you can go ahead and just keep going over those areas that you want to make a little bit darker. Okay. Especially the bottom. Okay, now we could start thinking about our foreground. For our foreground, we are going to use one of our line drawing techniques. So I used in this example, I used curvy lines, right? And then we use straight lines up here for the raindrops. You can go ahead and choose what you'd like to use, just as long as you are showing a difference between your foreground and your background, okay? So you can go ahead and choose what you'd like to use, okay? So we've got our leaf here. Now what I'm going to do is we are going to create our foreground. So here I'm going to use that curvy line as the line that separates my foreground and my background. Now the design I'm choosing to use is going to be curvy lines going straight across. Okay, and mine are pretty dark. They're curvy lines. So curvy lines, curvy lines, curvy, curvy, curvy. Now I'm going to go a little bit lighter. Curvy, curvy, and curvy. Okay? And now up here, I'll use straight lines again. And this time I'm going to go light because down here I use dark, so I want to have a contrast. So I'm just going to create these little tiny lines going up like this. You don't have to use the same lines as me. You could use different ones. I just want you to have some kind of pattern. Okay. So it looks like it's raining a little bit. Okay, now you should be able to see the difference between your dark areas and your light areas. You should have a foreground, a background, and you should have two different line drawing techniques here in your foreground and your background, okay? And if you want to add anything else to your leaf, you can go ahead and do that. In this example, I actually added little stippling Dippin' Dots near my near the veins of my leaf. So you can go back and you can do that if you like. You don't have to, but you can go ahead and add details that you'd like to add. See, it makes it look like it has a little bit more texture. And you do that for each one. You don't need to, but this is just an example. Okay. I remember we're quietly adding our Dippin' Dots. I'm still picking up my pencil, still picking it up. Okay, all right. See you later.